Good evening, dear aspirants. Today is 15th of July, and in a short while, we, we have to start our class today. Today is the second day of our online class because we have just inaugurated this online class on, yes, Anjali, good evening, on Monday itself, and today is Wednesday. So, my uh, scheme of things, as I have planned for preparations for the UPSC exams, that is 2022. Rahul Singh, good evening. We should study economics on Wednesday, science and technology on Friday, and Monday we should take up geography, polity, and history alternative. Because you see, economics and science and technology, these two subjects are very, very important according to me as far as UPSC exam is concerned, because history and geography and polity, these three subjects are interwoven, and we should take it together. As far as men's examination is concerned, we find history and geography together in GS paper one. GS paper one. So that's why I have thought upon. Yes, Seema, good evening. Seema ji, good evening. So we should do economics on Wednesday. Saurabh Misra, good evening. Yes, good evening, Saurabh ji. And on Friday, we should do science and technology, which is having equal footing, equal importance. As far as the number of questions are concerned in prelims examination, if you will go through the previous year's question papers, you will find that economy has good share, yes. And in 2019, there were 28 questions, 28 out of 100 questions coming from economy. In the year 2018, 25 questions, 2017, 29 questions, and 2016, once again, 29 questions. So this is the statistics. Abhishek Dubey, yes, Dubey ji, good evening, wonderful. So this is the statistics as far as your prelims examination is concerned, and I have also got the data of the mains examination, that is GS paper 3. Yes, GS paper 3, and the questions which have been asked, okay, that the data is with me. So that is also very, very important. So this subject has got very, very importance, and this is the cause that I have selected economy, Indian economy, and economics as the core, okay, one of the four core subjects in the UPSC exam syllabus, and for clear understanding of the basic concepts and comprehensive coverage of the syllabus, it is most important area. Then what are the reading materials? Of course, the NCERT. Okay, in rest of the subjects, that is other than economics, you will find books right from class 6 to class 12th. But as far as economy is concerned, we have books only from class 9. Okay, books only from class 9. Raman, good evening. Susant, Saurabh, good evening. It's wonderful to find you all here on this platform. So we have just started our class today, and we were talking about the number of questions coming in the prelims examination. What is the trend, the previous year's trend? So the subject economy has got great importance in our prelims examination as well as the mains examination. So many aspirants, they select economics as their optional, and it is very, very fruitful, marks scoring, and a good subject to take you there in Lavasana, Yes. geography, economics, these are the subjects. Anthropology, then agriculture, then history. These are the subjects. These are the subjects. So because the topics are very few and books are easily available, the question trend is there. So it's quite easy to cross over. So let us discuss about the books on economy as far as NCERT books are concerned. So we have six books, class 9, one book, class 10, one book, 11 and 35 chapters. So we have to cover almost all chapters of NCERT. And then after, as you all know that for preparation of Indian polity, that is Indian constitution, we pay importance to the book of Lakshmikant is must. Okay, as far as art and culture, Nitin Singhania is must. Similarly, as far as Indian economy is concerned, and economics as a whole in prelims and mains examination is concerned, we 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 simply read Mrinal's book. Okay, Mrinal's lectures, Mrinal's videos, Mrinal's handouts, and Mrinal's PDF. All these things are available. And then there is a one good book, that is book written by Ramesh Singh and Sanjeev Verma. So Ramesh Singh and Sanjeev Verma, either of the two. Okay, you should take either of the two. Lakshmikant for polity, arts and culture, Nitin Singhania, and for economy, Ramesh Singh. Okay, but before Ramesh Singh, we should complete NCERT. And here on this platform, every Wednesday, I will complete at least one chapter. I will try my level best to complete at least one chapter and if possible, more than one chapter. More than one. We will be conceptualizing because that is must. That is must. So before entering into the arena of NCERT, I would like to mention here the six pillars of economy, where from the questions arises. And what are those pillars? What are those pillars? Do you know the names of the pillars? That is very, very essential, and you should know that. That is pillar number one. Pillar number one, as far as your prelims examination is concerned, and there we find money, banking, finance, insurance. This is pillar number one. Then pillar number two, budget, finance commission, GST, goods and service tax, then international trade, BOP, that is balance of payment, then sectors, GDP, inflation, microeconomics, then infrastructure and HRD, human resource development. So these are the six areas from where question arises. So take for your knowledge such type of statistics. If money and banking, finance and insurance is concerned, we have at least seven questions in 2019, then seven questions in 2018, and six questions in 2017 and 2016. So this area is very, very important. As far as budget, finance commission and GST is concerned, we have minimum four questions, three questions, minimum four questions. Then international trade and BOP, balance of payment. Once again, in the year 2016, there were 11 questions from this area, but in last year, that is 2019, we had seven questions. So as far as the sectors, that is the fourth pillar, sectors, GDP, inflation and microeconomy is concerned, we have altogether 8 questions during last year and 8 questions in the year 2017. So this area is also very, very important. Then infrastructure and HRD. Infrastructure and HRD, that is human resource development, we have 3 questions or 6 questions. Average, you may say 4 to 5 questions. So altogether we have to prepare for 30 questions. 30 questions. I mean, we may find 20 to 25 questions in our prelims examination. So these are the areas from where questions are asked. Okay, but for better conceptualization of this subject, that is economy, you should prepare almost all the important chapters which are required for a better understanding of Indian economy, because you have to face the personality test, and there you will find so many questions related to India's economy. So this subject is very, very important, and this is the reason that I am paying more importance, because if you are well prepared in economy and science and technology, it's quite easy because altogether 50% questions, 50% questions, I say, my dear aspirants, 50% questions, they come from only these two important subjects, that is economy and science and technology. So similarly, just like the chapter wise study, I am going to teach you chapter wise study, chapter wise learning. Okay, as far as science and technology is concerned. Okay, and on Monday, history, polity, and geography, we will take all these three subjects together, including the current affairs. So this is our strategy. This is our strategy in this online class platform. If we will meet in our top achiever, so sooner or later we have to meet there. So we will be going fast, and we will be going methodically on Blackboard. Here in this online class, I am trying my level best to just teach you through this Blackboard. I have arranged one camera. I am very much hopeful that Flipkart is going to make me available that camera, and then after I will be able to teach you with this Blackboard too, because you are in your learning stage. You have to acquire knowledge, and you have to conceptualize. Okay, so you should be far away from the MCQ at this stage. Okay, you should only think about the topics, the chapters, and the most important and hidden relevance as far as our prelims examination is concerned. And if you are opting for optionals, as Mr. Rahul Singh, that I know very well, that he has opted economics as his optionals, so that way you should prepare it. History, geography, then this economy. Why do most of the aspirants prefer? Because they get good number of questions from this subject in prelims examination. So this is all about the importance of the subject, that is economy. So it's a very good subject and having good understanding. So as far as the NCERT books are concerned, we have altogether 6 books. If we take the statistics books, then it is only 5 books which are very, very important. 5 books which are very, very important, because that book which is on statistics for economics, and that is in class 11th, that relates to the mains examination. So we have to complete only 5 books as far as our prelims examination is concerned. Then the second most important fact is that the chapters are, the total number of chapters 35, but actually you have to cover only 9 chapters, because you find this food and security, okay, food and security in several chapters. You find poverty in several chapters, unemployment in several chapters. Okay, so then resources in several other chapters. Pre-independence status of Indian economy, then post-independence status of Indian economy. Okay, then money and banking, then SEBI, RBI related. These are the scattered chapters. We will amalgamate it. Okay, and we will study it in totality. But before that, we have to we have to concentrate upon NCERT, and the moment we will be able to complete it, then we will switch over to the Ramesh Singh, and Ramesh Singh, we will read it, complete it, conceptualize it, uh, chapter by chapter and page by page. We have to complete it. Okay. Similarly, Lakshmi Kanti in polity, Nitin Singhania in art and culture. Okay, we have to complete it. So let us start with NCERT. NCERT, and this is class 9 NCERT. Class 9 NCERT, and we have only 4 chapters in this book. Only 4 chapters in this book. Okay, what are the names of the chapter? Just let me read it. The story of Palampur. We have taken it during our class, physical class, that is in Top Achiever. People as resource. People as resource. So we will have to find out the definition of resource. What is resource for better understanding of economy? Then poverty as a challenge. Poverty as a challenge, and the fourth and last chapter is food security in India. Okay, before COVID-19 pandemic, so many cases of hunger death were there. Have you seen any hunger death during this pandemic? Have you seen? No. Have you heard? No. Okay, no hunger death. Why? Because everybody is inside, everybody is safe, everybody is enjoying the better life. So this is the status of affairs. Okay, now let us start with the story of Palampur. Palampur, what are the main important major points to note down? You must have gone through the this chapter. Okay, it covers the total number of pages, only 15. 15 pages. The first chapter is having 15 pages. The story of Palampur. Palampur is an imaginary village. It's a village, imaginary village. And what are the activities happening in a Indian village? Indian village. Okay, this is the story being depicted. But it's not only a story. There is a message. And the message is very, very explicit, that is clear, that is crystal clear. And how it is crystal clear? Because during the story, the description about the social structure of that village, we take an account of the economic structure of that village. Okay, try to understand the social structure of the village. In the meantime, we take a stock of the economic structure of that village, Palampur. Okay, different types of peoples are there. They are engaged in farming, non-farming. The moment we speak about farming and non-farming, we speak about production. The word production has greater meaning in economy. The moment we talk about production, we think about the 4 important ingredients, resources, requirements as far as the word production is concerned. And what are those? Let us try to understand. The land. You might be knowing. Let us revise. Let us conceptualize in this online platform. Okay? Land, labor. Okay? Land, that is most essential. Labor, that is most essential. Physical capital, and human capital, of course. And in physical capital, we have already learned during our class 2 types of capital, that is fixed capital and working capital. Fixed capital and working capital. Okay, there are so many schemes announced by the government of India during the last year before COVID-19 pandemic related to the farmers welfare schemes, Krishak Samman Nidhi Yojana, such type of schemes, because just to create a working capital in the hands of the Indian farmers. And what is the intention? Just to double the income of Indian farmer by 2022. So let us try to understand a story of Palampur. So the social background, the economic picture, and then after the story opens up. It goes further. It goes further. It talks about land. It talks about the production. It talks about green revolution during 1960. It talks about the HY, high yielding variety, HYV. It talks about the use of chemicals, minerals. It talks about facility of irrigation, more and more modernization of agriculture. You need more irrigation. The fertility of soil decreases. Okay, the fertility of soil decreases. Now, what is required? The population is growing day by day. You cannot escalate the land. The area of the land is same. You cannot extend it. There is no possibility. The farmers who own the land, their share is minimizing. Previously, it was 10 acres take, for example. Now, after 5 years or after 10 years, after 2 years even, after the death of the father, what happens? Division. So, that brings the divided ownership. Now, during the previous arrangement, the produce of that very land, take for example 50 quintal, that was going to the market. Okay, due to this land litigation, land dispute, now the produce is going to the market only 25 quintals. So this is the status of affair. And this way we conceptualize what is Indian economy. Because you see, just non-farming, Kajal Kumari, yes, good evening Kajal. So just what is happening? Just farming sector, we have non-farming activities in that village. And what are those non-farming activities? Those are a small manufacture, dairy products, you may say. Take for example some other village, they may have some other small scale manufacturing, shoe making, mustard oil making, so many things. Think the period of Mauryas in ancient India. What was happening? There was guild society. Guild society. We will take up this topic in our history class. Guild society. Indian villages were self-sufficient. Our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, is talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat during this COVID-19 pandemic. But during the days of Mauryas, during the days of Guptas, our villages were Atmanirbhar, self-reliant. Why? Because farming activity, non-farming activity, and both the sectors were very much productive, very much productive. Okay. Now this production, this chapter, a story of Palampur, also talks about market. Okay, because if you are producing a commodity, you need market. You need market. So what are the facilities? Electricity is there in the village, transportation is there in the village, then it also talks about some other facilities, because goods and services, goods there, but services too. Okay, PHC is there, education is there. So what is lacking? Modernization of Indian agriculture, the new techniques of Indian agriculture, because you cannot escalate the land, but you have to maximize the production. Why? Why? Because population is growing. So you have to cope with the ever growing population. You have to take the production at that very stage. And for that very thing, green revolution in 1960s. But what happened? What happened? The after effects of the green revolution. So there was a drastic effect. If you will go to Punjab, you will find the result. Okay. More and more irrigational facilities, because the chemicals, the minerals, and the HYV, high yielding variety, they need more irrigation. So this was the root cause. Now, these are the things which have been described in this chapter, that is a story of Palampur. A story of Palampur. So this way, the chapter I have described in brief, and you have to read it. Now you have to read the chapter, and you have to find the difficult area. Let us have a discussion. You should send the questions in your own group. Okay. If you will just open your mobile, you will find your group. Mission UPSC 2022. So send your answers in that group and we will discuss it. So this is all about this chapter number 1, the story of Palampur, which has well described regarding the initial stages of our economy, that is more and more the rural economy. The rural economy. It does not talk about the different sectors of Indian economy, then the mixed economy. Okay, there are so many areas which will come in the chapters which are coming next. Okay, so on next, that is coming Wednesday, we will finish this class 9. Class 9, I'm going to finish it, because after this very chapter, we have 3 chapters more. And what are those 3 chapters? People as resource, poverty as a challenge, and food security in India. These 3 chapters, we will complete it on the next class. Okay, so this is our final saying, and I am very much hopeful that I have not taken your precious time. I have taken only 30 minutes, and I am going to extend it further. But let us start with only 30 minutes, because you have limited internet data, because that is also costly. So we should not expend more and more. At this stage, we should conceptualize. I am very much sure that you have conceptualized the NCERT book. We have started with the economy, that is class 9 book, and just during our next class, we will take up the other book. The most important book is class 11. We will finish it line by line, chapter by chapter, and this is Indian economic development. This week is very, very important, because this covers our preliminary syllabus. This is very, very important. It doesn't mean that the book of class 9th, class 10th, 11th and 12th, these are not important. Yes, those books are also important. But this book, that is class 11th, Indian economic development, This is having great importance. Okay, almost all chapters are very important with respect to our prelims preparations. So, my dear aspirants, this is all with you today. I have taken only 30 minutes, and if it is possible, I will extend it up to 45 minutes, then 60 minutes thereafter. On Friday, at the same time, that is 30, this time has been fixed by you. So I will be online once again. So till then, thank you for joining me. Bye bye.